2, 1, baby. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of Lakeshow's Finest Redux. I'm your host, Charles Ryan, KB24 status, or yours truly, the biggest Lakers fan in the whole entire universe. Not only was this a great win, but I must tell you, the next 2 days are going to be Lakers Kobe Day, because, it's Kobe's birthday tomorrow, and then the city of Los Angeles declared 8/24 Kobe Day. So, great little streak going if we can win on Kobe Day on Monday. We're up 3-1. Looking good. No problem. We got it then. But great overall effort tonight. The free throws were not dropping. I don't know this, but it sure felt like it, that we might have set a record for most free throws missed in either a first quarter or first half in a playoff game, because that was just dreadful. I think it was 12 missed free throws in the first half. Can't do that. 15 missed total, I believe. We are a team that really relies on our defense, and tonight we showed that, because we won by 10 points, right? So if we just made 15 free throws, bam, 25-point game. So it's not a lot of teams in the league that can miss that many free throws, but yet win by a significant margin. And we are one of the few teams that do that, because we're built differently, like LeBron likes to say. So our role players played pretty well tonight. KCP played relatively good. He did miss his shots, but he played great defense at 13 points. Made his threes. Danny Green was actually more solid tonight. Instead of 1 for 6 from the field, he was 3 for 8. He made some shots. Great defense once again. Kuzma's okay, only 7 points, but the main focus really was our big two, our 1-2 punch, LeBron and AD. And not only has this series kind of been a tale of two Lakers where we're making and missing shots. In this game, we were making shots. We made threes. We made 10. We didn't make the free throws, though. But, it's also a tale of two LeBron and two ADs. Even within the same game. Like tonight, AD only had 6 points in the first half. And then he finishes with 29. So he looked more aggressive. He had a nice little streak, I'd say, of 8-10 points in the third, where he just got jumper after jumper wide open. But LeBron, though, this was the first time I've ever seen in a Lakers uniform playoff LeBron. He was aggressive, 38 points, hunted down his shots, tried to draw fouls, took it straight to the defenders. There were certain three-pointers where they were just unrealistic step backs, so you're like, how could they make that? How could he make that? And somehow happens to go in. He even had a three where he kind of bunny hopped and jumped his legs, kicked them out behind his, just kicked them behind. Kind of looked like he was flaunting a little bit there. But, LeBron can't really get past players the way he used to. He's still pretty quick. He can kind of get his shoulder around them. Once LeBron gets his shoulder past his defender, they're gone. But he has this new spin move that he's been doing. Well, it's not new, but he's been doing it way more often. And that's kind of made up for that a little bit. And he did that a couple times this game. That one play where he flexed after he got a rebound, double pump faked and got the and-one. Was pretty spectacular. LeBron's flexing and all that. But ironically, AD and LeBron actually had the same field goal percentage, 61%, both shooting 11 for 18 from the field. But much better for LeBron, 4 for 8 for 3. Really was hunting out there. Could have had more assists. He only 8 assists. And then the one negative with LeBron is the turnovers. But he played good defense too. He had a couple steals. But AD in the first half, I was kind of confused because so much was going on. Like the free throw thing was really stressing me out. Missing 11, 12 free throws that early in the first half. And I wasn't really noticing too much AD. And he quietly had 6 points. And he was catching the ball on the three-point line. And he kept doing this weird thing where he would literally just wait for the double team to come to him. And then he wouldn't really do anything. And then he kind of get trapped a little bit instead of being aggressive. But yeah, in the third quarter, he turned it around, did that Jekyll and Hyde thing. But, AD also played the most minutes tonight. He played 40 minutes. He had the best plus-minus in the whole entire game for both teams, plus 15. So once that second half came around, he really turned into AD, we know. A lot of weird plays. What a weird game. Lots of ups and downs. Not only from the players, but the refs. They didn't call some goaltending things. I don't know what's going on there. But, yeah. Before we talk about the stats, though, I want to talk about this one play in the game where Dwight was posting up Carmelo, and Carmelo freaked out. He screened up the ref, and he swung his arm, just like Kristaps Porzingis did, and he wasn't called for a technical. What's up with that? Why didn't that happen? I was shocked. He just stopped playing defense and looked straight at the ref and did that. Wow. Once again, the rotations. I mean, when you win a game, you can't really question the coach, but he kept putting JR in there, and the people I was watching with, they were asking, why is JR in there? And I kept saying, well, the only reason I can think of is his defense, because he's not hitting threes. He was 0 for 2, 0 for 3 overall. And he wasn't really keeping up with CJ McCollum whenever he was guarding him. CJ kept going by him. So I don't get why he's sticking with him. He played Dion so much in the bubble seeding games. And Dion just didn't play at all. Sat him on the bench the whole game. We're going to have to make some decisions, though, when Rondo comes back. And I like how Vogel teased Rondo playing tonight. Making the Blazers think they might prepare for a Hall of Fame point guard come off the bench and then at the last second scratching him with those back spasms. But I like that. But when he comes back, we're not going to be able to go 12 deep. The players that played tonight are Kuzma, Caruso, Morris, Smith, and Dwight off the bench. That's 5. 6, Dion. 7, Rondo. Can't really do that. What's going to happen is JR and Dion are probably going to get thrown out the window, and then you got Rondo in there. And Caruso played 26 minutes, and a lot of that is with LeBron, and Caruso is good at playing off ball. So I could see Rondo and Caruso in at the same time, and of course they've done that in the regular season too. But I'm not really sure what's going to happen there. I said that a couple times in the previous podcasts, but I hope everything works out okay there. Fingers crossed we win the next game. And it's on Kobe Day, So we better win it. And when we go up 3-1, pretty much we're guaranteed to win 4-1. And we don't have to play him. We can just rest him throughout that. And what's nice is we play the 4 or 5 seed after this, which is the Rockets or the Thunder. And what's nice is that it looks like the Rockets are not going to sweep them. Well, they're not. The Rockets are up 2-1, but it looks like it will be extended a little bit more. And hopefully it goes longer because I really would like the Rockets to be not as rested there. But, yeah. Fingers crossed for Rondo. Okay, let's talk about the stats real fast. And I'll talk about some other things later, too. LeBron, 38 points. AD, 29 points. JaVale, 14 minutes, 4 points. 2 for 2 from the field goal. 100% from field goal from the field. 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Danny Green, 8 points, 3 for 8. Danny actually played well. Great defense by Danny. 2 blocks from Danny. That one possession at the end, with about 2 minutes left in the fourth, there were 3 consecutive blocks. It was Danny, then AD, I think, and then another player, I forgot. It might have been Caruso. Caruso had a block. Maybe it was Morris. I'm not sure. That was the Lakers' defense that we know. Yeah. So that one play. 2 blocks for Danny Green. I don't think Danny Green really ever gets blocks, and 2 is quite a lot for him. KCP, 13 points. He did only shoot 30%, 4 for 13 from the field, but he did his job in the corner threes, was 3 for 8, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He was the only Laker that shot 100% from the free throw line, 2 for 2 for KCP. Offensive rebounds, we got a lot. We got like 12. Looking at that real fast. But yeah, KCP also had 3 rebounds. Kuzma only played 22 minutes tonight. Kuzma played less minutes than Caruso. That's odd. And they kept Vogel kept alternating Caruso and Kuzma at the end. I don't know if that was for defensive purposes, but it might have been Kuzma and actually KCP. But Kuzma deserves more than 22 minutes, and of course it worked out this game tonight. But it's Kyle Kuzma. He's the third best player on this team, and this guy can shoot, flat out stud. But only 7 points. He was 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 turnovers, and 1 steal. Caruso, 10 points, 3 for 5. He did have a couple turnovers, but he was super. Caruso had 7 assists, okay? But he was super active. He forced a couple turnovers on baseline out-of-bounds play for the Blazers. Poked it out of the guy's hand that the guy he was passing it to Dame, and he poked out his hand. Lakers got the ball right there. Always active. I remember this one play that was great where Caruso turned it over, and then on the other end he just tipped it, deflected it, got the ball back. So he was all over the place, and he does all the little things that are not recorded in the stat sheet, and I can't get enough of this guy. This guy's awesome. Markieff, 15 minutes, only 2 points. He was the stretch in the third where we really extended the lead. The lineup, I believe, was LeBron wasn't in it, but I believe it was AD, Danny Green, KCP. No, it was AD, Danny Green, Caruso, Markieff, and Dwight, I think. That was a great lineup, and that really extended the game. And Markieff only 2 points, but defensively he was all over there. He had a block. So I think Vogel's actually going to go back to that lineup quite a bit, that third quarter lineup. And LeBron was so happy in that third quarter that we pushed the lead. I think we had like 42 points in the third quarter. I'll tell you that in a second. Dwight Howard, 16 minutes, 5 points, 10 rebounds in 16 minutes for Dwight. That's awesome. 1 assist. Only 3 fouls. 3 fouls for Dwight. Pretty surprised there. Dwight usually gets about 5 fouls when he plays more than 10 minutes. All right, so that's who played for the Lakers. I can real fast go through the head-to-head stats before I go to the Blazers. But yes, we scored 40 points in the third quarter. And apparently that was the most points scored in a quarter in a playoff history or something. I don't think that's right. It was something like that ESPN posted on during the game. But 40-point third pushed the lead all the way to like 12 in the third. Rebounding, we had 17 more rebounds than them, 55-38. 12 offensive rebounds. Blazers only had 7. 26 assists. AD, LeBron had the same amount of assists at 8, I believe, and then Caruso had 7. 6 steals for us, 7 for them. 8 blocks for us, 4 for them. 17 turnovers, it's pretty high for us, and 11 for them. In the first half, not only were we not making our free throws, but we had like 12 turnovers in the first half, so we really tightened it up in the third and fourth. Kept the ball secure. Field goal percent, here we go. 50% from the field for the Los Angeles Lakers. That's our target. That's what we want to be. Not missing every open shot given to us. 33% from 3. That's solid. I like it around 35, but 33 is good, 10 for 30. Shooting 33s in a game isn't too much, so we know where we like it, down low. The Blazers shot 41% from the field, 12 for 35. The three-point line at 34%. And here comes the greatest stat in the whole game that really, really upset me. I was so upset. Blazers, 18 for 19 from the free throw line for 95%. Oh, you're Los Angeles freaking inconsistent Lakers. Shot 28 for 43 from the line for 65%. That's not going to get the job done. And tonight, we got lucky that we're playing against a scrub team. But that's not going to work against these higher-up teams, the Rockets, the Clippers. No, sir. There were 3 lead changes in this game. The longest run was 12 by the Lakers, and we were only tied twice. Our biggest lead was 14. The Blazers' biggest lead was 9, and that was early in the game. Now, the Portland stats. Carmelo Anthony. He had a big game. Carmelo Anthony took 20 shots tonight. 20. He made 9, 45% at 22 points. 20 points. Carmelo played 42 minutes tonight. That is really crazy. I didn't know he was capable of that at this age. But he looked solid. In the third quarter, he was on a shooting spree. He had like 11 straight points, something like that. But yep, 20 points for Melo. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals for Carmelo Anthony, and 1 block. He was really sizing up LeBron a lot. And, you know, the announcers, Jeff Van Gundy and Mike Breen and Mark Jackson kept giving credit to Carmelo's defense, but LeBron would punish him. So I don't know where that came from. And it's kind of interesting to see best friends going at it too, who are the same age at 35, 36. Yusuf Nurkic really seemed winded at the end of this game. He really seemed tired, and he got a lot of minutes because nobody else on the Blazers bench got that many minutes. Wenyen Gabriel had 4 minutes. Trent, 26 minutes. Hazonia, 5 minutes. And Anthony Simons, 13 minutes. Super heavy on the starting minutes. Nurkic, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 5 fouls. But he did look like he couldn't even keep up with the pace at the end. And he was definitely getting attacked by LeBron and AD down low. AD was murdering Nurkic on the offensive rebounds. So many putback dunks. Pretty crazy right there. Hassan Whiteside, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 1 block. Surprise, he only had 1 block. Other games, he's had like 5. But yeah, it's clear Hassan Whiteside is not worth his contract right now. He's in the last year of his contract of about $27 million. This year he's set to receive, and I don't know if the Lakers should sign him, because I think he'd be a good signing. I don't know if you get rid of JaVale and bring in Hassan. I think I'd like him for cheap. That'd be kind of cool. He does come with baggage, but never know. Looks like Hassan Whiteside is playing his last 2 games of his career in a Blazers uniform in the next few days, so let's keep our eye on that. CJ McCollum, 42 minutes, 28 points, shot 48%, 12 for 25, 4 for 12 from 3, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block for CJ. And then Mr. Dame Time, Damian Lillard, 43 minutes, 34 points, 8 for 20 from the field for 40%, 5 for 11 from 3 for 45%. 13 for 14 from the free throw line. Much better than AD's free throws. 5 rebounds, 7 assists for Dame, and 4 turnovers. London Gabriel sucked. He had 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 turnover, and 1 block. Gary Trent, kind of overrated. I believe this is his first playoff series, maybe. I don't know if he's with the team last year. But, yeah, he's trash. Not good. Hazonia, worst player in the league. 1 for 5 from the field in 5 minutes. Surprised he got 5 shots in 5 minutes. That's pretty unexpected there. And Anthony Simons, who's only in for defensive purposes. 13 minutes, no points. 0 for 4 from the field. And the big news is that Zach Collins will not join up with this team anymore. He's out. So real quick, just want to say that I think it's clear we're better than this team. And we've had really the conclusion of this game is dependent on us. And the Blazers know that we're better. And Dame can make the games competitive, but it's very clear that we're better. There's no reason that we should lose these next 2 games. Not at all. But we are the most dominant team. We play the best defense in the whole league, in this whole entire playoffs. When we want to turn it on, we turn it on. But we are the ones that we're losing because we're making our own mistakes. The Blazers aren't doing anything to us. They're not contesting shots. We're missing wide open shots. Literally wide open free throws. Nobody's guarding in the free throw line, right? Come on now. So there's no reason that we should lose these next few games. We're better. And Blazers are just undersized, undermanned. Can't even play a guy 5 minutes, 2 minutes from their bench. But we need to get that point across so people understand. We are hurting ourselves when we lose. It's not anything they're doing. Okay, thanks again for listening. I'm your host, Charles Ryan, KB24 Status. I really appreciate it. Once again, I'm going to say I don't understand why these videos don't have as many views. I don't have that many subscribers. I think I only have like 1,800, 1,700. But, something happened here, and I don't know how to figure that out. But, yeah. So, I appreciate those who listen to the whole thing. I understand if you don't have time to. You just want to see the first few minutes of the montage, the intro clip. But, if you stuck it out, the whole thing, thanks a lot. Actually, in this episode, if you stuck it out for the whole entire 25, 30 minutes, why don't you leave a comment and just say, hey, I stuck it out or something like that. I don't know. I like to see that. To see those stats of the retaining rate of who the average time someone watches my video. But we'll get the views up. I know we will. Let's go Lakers. We play Monday, Kobe Day. It's Kobe's birthday today. But we play Monday. All right, thanks a lot. Take care and stay safe.
Well, he might be only 18 years and 5 months old, but this guy can do everything that the veterans can do and do it better, perhaps.
There is his first point in the NBA.
28 for 46 from the field. This would be 18 for 20 from the line and an 81-point game.
He can barely make it to the free throw line. And he is hurting with the Lakers down by 2, and they want him and need him at the free throw line.
And now a single free throw away from becoming the NBA's third all-time leading scorer.
To the side edge, the Mamba has